Hello and welcome everyone, I'm C.S.Gilmore and this is Control. Probably shouldn't be playing this right now because I still haven't finished recording Arc Raiders all the way through and whatnot, and various other things. We're going back to Hollow Knight. Various things I really should do, but I've been really wanting to do this one again. I say again because I have done this a ton. I have like 60 out of 67 achievements on Steam. I've gone through this whole game, and one of the achievements I'm pretty sure I had before and don't have anymore because they added a mission from the PlayStation thing like sometime earlier this year. There used to be a PlayStation exclusive mission or something weird. I don't know. They made a few adjustments, and there's like 4 documents I don't have which are related to that mission. So cool. But this is Control. This is set in the Alan Wake universe. Or the Remedy universe, as it's usually called. Remedyverse? I think it was Remedyverse. I have both of the expansions for the game. This is Control Ultimate Edition. It's what you can get in the Steam store page. I do not have Alan Wake 2 yet. I've kind of been holding off on getting that. Mostly, as much as I love this whole thing, I've been holding off on Alan Wake 2 because I know they're planning a bunch of DLCs, and I'm waiting for DLCs to finish. Because I'm not hugely big on replaying games, and I don't want to play through the game and then be like, good, 2 new DLCs came out. I have to play again in order to see them. You know what I mean? Also, warnings if you have any issues with seizures and lots of flashing lights in this game. As you can probably guess from this opening screen, there's lots of going on. I went through this already. It should all be set. It's disabled. I hate using assist because it's cheating, in my opinion. For me, anyway. If it works for you, it works for you. But I'm not one of those users for that sort of thing. Turn down the music a bit. I've set it so it mutes any copyrighted music. So hopefully that'll avoid any issues. And if I get to a point where I'm actively listening to a specific song, and I know what it is, I'll talk about it before and after a little bit, probably, just in case it does mute for some reason, and then that way you can still look it up yourselves. Because I'm pretty sure any songs in this game are almost certainly on YouTube somewhere by the people who own the copyright. And there are some sick songs in this game. So all that said, we're going new game. This will overwrite all your previous progress. I know. As it is, I could have almost sworn that I had done videos on this game before in the past. I don't know why I hadn't.
Fair warning. This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am.
Welcome to the oldest house.
I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing.
No, you
It's
won't.
like we live in a room, and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it, and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here?
Welcome to the Federal
Hello?
Bureau of Control,
Anyone
the
here?
FBC. These are the people trying to clean up Alan's mess, as in Alan Wake's mess. These are the people trying to, in general, keep the world safe from the strange, the abnormal, and all sorts of horrible things. And dealing with all those paranormal and whatever junk that happens throughout the world. And it's interesting that we can get in here because, as I recall, some of the storyline, like the house doesn't show up for everyone. This Federal Bureau of Control building is also called the oldest house, and it's called that for a reason. And we'll get into that as the story progresses. There is some amazing stuff in this game. You can jump, you can do all sorts of things. This one's a lot more fluid and combat stuff with it than the first Alan Wake game, which some of you, if you watch my videos on that, may recall is a bit on the clunkier side. All right, G. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, where'd you go? Correspondence. Reminder: certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder on prohibited materials, unauthorized weapons, pagers, laptops, smartwatches, smartphones, smart gaming devices, anything smart. Number 2 pencils. Any objects considered iconic representations of an archetypical concept, e.g. rubber ducks, ketchup bottles. All material under Bureau investigation is to be brought in through the private entrances. If you see any lobby personnel in breach of these policies, please notify your supervisor immediately. So, basically, the Federal Bureau of Control. Think of them as the SCP organization of the Remedyverse. Secure, contain, protect. And, yeah. And we are Jesse Fayden. We are a person who, we'll learn what she was involved in. The Seek Shelter light is on. Looks like. Great. Internal lockdown in effect. Building lockdown in effect. Multiple containment breaches detected. Multiple building shifts detected. Head of Research Override. HRA protocol activated. In other words, everything's gone bad. It's bad. Man, it's been a long time since I played this. Oh, sweet goodness of this place.
This seal. I saw it a long time ago. I keep seeing it in my dreams.
Staffing, surveillance, data center initiative, construction, minor, effect, office equipment, janitorial costs, mold removal, HQ livability costs. For cost breakdown spreadsheet, see page 5. For 5-year comparison chart, see page 9. Expenditure summary, huh? Alright. By order of Director Zachariah Trench. So you may have noticed they're very strict on tech. And there's a very good reason for that, and part of it has to do with this building, which in itself has issues with advanced tech, which complicates their lives in a lot of ways. Head of Research, Dr. Casper Darling. We will see a lot of interesting things about him, If I recall correctly, he's also the same person who plays Alan Wake. I could be remembering wrong, but I do believe so. Our bureau at work. We'll meet him soon. He is amazing. He is my favorite character. Maybe you'll catch on to why as we get into meeting him. Director, Zachariah Trench. I'm gonna have your job soon. Alright, we got way over there. Alright. Anything collectible over here? Uh-huh. Emergency first aid trunk. Got it. I love how some of the doors just pop open for us.
Federal Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them, and they were hiding in plain sight.
Yes. And we're here now for a reason. We were called here by a certain something. And we aren't exactly a normal person, but I don't know if I should get into any more of it beyond that right now. Pistachios, potato chips, trail mix, crackers, pretzels, fibers. Wait, what? Yeah. Protein. Weird vending machine. Got it. Ooh, another one. Yes, this is helpful. A shark in his, although secure, permission to following basic protocol, shoot to kill, good luck. Alright, sounds like someone had a shark appear somewhere it wasn't supposed to be, and they had to deal with it. Classic Bureau. Having interesting times. Hello. Another collectible? Hello, as you all should know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We are still waiting on them from a number of people. If you need an extension, please request form R4E.E. I guess it's just called R4E. From your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing an R4, then you'll need to get written permission from your department chief saying so. Remember, R4s are mandatory under Section 75.2 of the Employee Manual. If your R4 requires interdepartmental claims, then please contact the appropriate department head, Dr. Darling, Miss Marshall, Mr. Salvador, or Mr. Kirkland, as needed. They'll be busy on Thursday in their annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly. Best, your admin team. Favorite verse. Okay, I don't see a way into this room, interestingly.
Hello?
I'm just trying to look for anything else I can grab here real quick before we move on. And here is our bureau at work.
Excuse me.
Mr. Ati.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, you are no helvet. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, jumalauta.
I've
I
done
love
enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it. No face.
But that said, I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
Also, you may have noticed, he was replying to her thoughts. Ati is not your average janitor. He's also possibly the most relatable person for me in this game because I've worked janitorial and I relate to how he views a lot of things a little too well sometimes with some of this. And his humor and everything. He's my favorite character. By far. And I want to talk about stuff, but I don't want to spoil too much ahead of time either. It's so hard to work out how best to do that. How best to handle this, because the Remedy verse is amazing. Let's just say he has some associations with old gods of Asgard, if you remember them from the Alan Wake series. And yeah, let's see, got an elevator here. We could push a button. Did he say go up the elevator, or did he say go past the elevator? I'm trying to remember. Wait. I just realized. We're right back where we came. The loop went weird. Because we went in here originally, and we went left and around and about, and then we came back here, and where the elevator is right now is where Ahti's picture was. Yep, we're right here at the beginning again. And strangely, not a lot has changed outside. Sorry, I just wanted to show you that, because it's awesome. And I hope this is giving you a good idea of what we're in for. The oldest house is very interesting.
The cell and the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help? Did I lose you there for a moment? You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
Yeah, by the way, we're here looking for our brother. And you may have noticed that weird glimmer on the screen. They look very similar to kind of what we had in the opening menu there. Let's just say there's a lot going on that we don't get told right away. Clearance level 1 to get in there. Reminder, redrafting any public-facing material. While penning any notifications of death related to the Willow AWE, should I just call it AW for ease of pronunciation? Please adhere to the following guidelines. Words, phrase used. In the service of his/her country, regret, proud, pride will be remembered. Words, phrases to avoid. Alaska, scissors, blood, bleed, loss. Apologies, sorry. Hehehe. Danger, this machine is remotely controlled and may start without warning. Sick. Wait, what is that? Economy. What does that say? The oldest man in the world. We tell ourselves it's okay to be old. Retirement issue. Interesting. Interesting. A little dark in here, but that's for a reason. Because the lights are off. And this place is in, well, it's seen better days. You may have noticed the general lack of, well, normal people. And there's more reasons for that as well. Barbara, I am not to be disturbed. Cancel all my appointments for the day, for the rest of the week. I can't trust them, Barbara. Not a single one. Trench. Trench is the director. That was a gunshot. Can't go that way. These are weird looking, what are these? Trees, I don't know. Office of the Director, Zachariah Trench.
Shit. Shit.
Reasonable reaction.
Pick it up? The murder weapon? Really?
You may have seen that glimmer there. Our interesting contact. Wait, what the? Could have sworn I just saw something move. Did I just bang in?
Something's outside. Was coming here a mistake?
Something's outside, huh? Yeah, we got some weird interaction here, like slight aura of interaction with some of this stuff. What a weird light source window something. Alright. Well, the director's dead. Long live the director. Listening testing view. Pyramid other. Only the director can wield the gun sword intentionally left blank. Your application will be processed.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Look at this place. Where am I?
So I'm kind of trying to decide whether I should try to read what the board says, but I feel like if I do, it's detrimental to the general experience. So I hope everyone can read. The board is great, though, in its weirdness. The oldest house is a prison in some ways for them, I guess. And also, or I don't know, they have weird ways of referring to things, so it's kind of tough to tell exactly what they're being at. I don't really trust the board, because I'm fairly confident they are not to be trusted. As I recall, they're kind of like a parasite that is taking part to kind of become part of the old house and its workings, but they serve some purpose, so they're here. But they seem to have some control over this, the service weapon, which is a very powerful object that basically, if you pick it up, you, as he mentioned, a Russian roulette kind of situation. Do you die or do you not? If you don't die, you're the director now.
have a gun.
I can aim, I can fire. You can fire from the hip, but you can also aim and fire. Destroy the copy's targets. Earn, become something. Forgot how this thing aims exactly. You have to wait for it to recharge. / reload. The service weapon regenerates ammunition automatically when not in use. So yeah, you have to watch your ammo, learn when to take cover and the like, so it can give you what you need. Also, you may have noticed there, that's my melee. It's a little abnormal, yeah? Kind of like a forced attack. There's reasons for that. Enemies drop health elements when damaged. Collect health elements to restore health. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Guess I have to talk to the board. Let me look around real quick. I love the look of this, by the way. The tiles here being a weird kind of gold-black marble mix. So cool. And this is kind of a Metroid-style game in a lot of ways. Like, we'll gain powers and other things as we go, and it'll give us more mobility and access privileges, and let us explore more of the place. So we'll do some backtracking at times. We wield the gun. The board appoints you. Congratulations, Director.
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here. Things have quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
Alright. Yeah. Now, most of you are probably going, what in the blaze is going on? So many questions, etc. and so forth. As we continue to explore, you'll get some answers. I don't want to reveal too much too fast. I didn't remember this part. Yep, that's good. Great.
You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was... horror.
Sorry, lads. But I'm gonna have to take you down. Hiss Guard. The Bureau has many internal security personnel. The Hiss was quick to take advantage of this fact. Hiss Guards used the standard-issue bullpup rifles they carried prior to corruption, while the armored guards carry pump-action shotguns. They have no observed paranatural abilities, with the exception that certain Hiss Guards are protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Is this shielding a result of prolonged Hiss corruption? Does the Hiss mature in organic hosts over time? More data is needed. Did the Hiss target individuals with combat training? Does the Hiss have that level of cognizance? Does it utilize hosts for tasks they are best suited to? Combat-trained hosts are reserved for combat? These are all questions for later, though it is obvious that corrupted individuals retain knowledge on the use of their weapons. Refer to file for full report. And Director Trench. So much is expected from the director, the responsibility, the privilege. Alright, so that is our first encounter with, well, with basically the primary enemy we'll be dealing with, the Hiss. I should feel like I should say something. Ooh, we get bound the service weapon too. The object's form is variable. When bound, the object allows paratalitarians, people with superpowers, kind of like Alan Wake, the old gods of Asgard, the Anderson brothers. All those people are paratalitarians. I'm just going to call them people with superpowers. Basically, they're people with reality bending capabilities, or I'll call them reality benders. Our character, Jesse Fayden, and her brother are also reality benders, particularly strong ones. Alan is also a very strong reality bender. Thomas Zane, the guy who was at Cauldron Lake before Alan, reality bender. These are all people that have the ability to tap into these alternate worlds, or maybe not alternate worlds, neighboring dimensional worlds, whatever, and use weird abilities. Now then, this object must only be bound by individuals seeking the role of, oh come on, you had to black that? I'm pretty sure it's director. The object will determine whether, if rejected, the applicant is terminated. This process is dictated by their criteria is unknown. So this process is dictated by probably the board. I'm not sure how the board is connected to this weapon exactly, if they created it or what, or if it's something tied in some other ways. There's a lot of questions that I still don't have answers to, but it's fun. The object was discovered inside the oldest house, in the room that is now used as the director's office. The popular hypothesis, many forms throughout history, Mjolnir, Excalibur, Veranastra, all weapons that something of their wielders. If objects of power are the convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestation of that event. If this is the case, see Dr. Darling Presentation 11.1 for more details. Multimedia, objects of power.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. A side note, remember to cover their connection to the astral plane as well. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it. Lose and you're, well, fired. Thank you. I'm Dr. Darling, Head of Research, Federal Bureau of Control.
Yeah. Sick. I love that. I love how they tell the story through these videos and documents and just the environment, what we discover. All of this is great stuff. Okay, we can't go in there right now. Oh, hey there. Undefined reading. What? Conceptual material, undefined reading. Clearance level, you do not have a clearance level. Yeah. Alright. I think that is a resource, if I remember right. We will need for, well, various things. Pick up some healing. I don't have clearance still. I have to go find Audie? Audie! Huh. Executive Affairs, toggle map with tab. Oh, there we go. Sick. This is one small portion of the map. Also, as you can see, there are some interesting things that we didn't see in there, like something connected to the director's office. And yeah, there is a lot in this game, and the maps can be a little tricky to read because they're dealing with multi-level items that don't really show up well on that.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guidance. Reach the hotline.
The hotline, says the dead man.
Also, I love that
Okay.
we already have pictures of us as the director on the walls. Just already, the house is updated to, hey, you're the new director now. Something's shooting at me. Caught me pretty good there. Sorry, buds. What's up? Give me that healing. Thank you. Whoa, what the? Were you guys just warping in? Or was that... Oh, that was actually the hiss dispersing from... I think that's us hearing the people talking while they float. Let me pick up some stuff. Not normal. These people are already gone. Alright, now where were we? Oh yes, exploring and grabbing goodies. Oops, knocking over projectors. Alright, Federal Bureau of Control Executive Staff. Agenda items for next executive meeting. Rising costs of AWE response. Update on mold eradication efforts. Upcoming annual salary review. New supplier of coffee filters to be found and vetted. Please come prepared. Thank you for your time. Oops. Apparently I'm a lot stronger than I look, because I can, you know... Oops, sorry, I broke your... everything by walking into it. Ooh, wait, that was weird. Can I take... Can be taken for reuse, released articles, a bunch of drawings. Alright, what's this?
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
Yeah, those sound like great
Building
instructions.
shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room.
Also, I love that you can listen to it and just kind of pause time, which is great, so you can actually read and listen to things like without having to worry about it as a game. Federal Bureau of Control. Those are some old mail travel tubes. I like that this whole setup is the way it is, though. Can't find your office? Watch your step. Rangers from Security Department. Review, copy. Speak in moderate... Office rules of conduct. Speak in moderate volume. No personal calls. No food or drink around bureau documents or in the copy room. No using the photocopier for personal projects. Or the 3D printer or the bureau stationery. Wear access badge at all times. No discussing confidential subjects out loud. The one to finish the coffee makes a new one. Alright. Interesting stuff. Don't take office equipment outside of the building. Yeah, basic stuff. Pneumatic tube checklist. Place your items in the canister. Add foam padding top and bottom if you're sending blood or other specimens in a glass tube. Check that the canister is properly locked. Place the locked canister in the tube. Check the location code for the destination. Punch in the code and send the tube. Read and understand operations manual. I love that I can actually read this. Like, I can't quite make these words out, but I bet if I was careful, I could probably actually make some actual words out there eventually. Dinner reservations at 7 p.m. at Chez Hambre. Wife will meet you there. Don't be late. Flowers are ready for you at the lobby reception. Remember, she is turning 46. Alright. What does that say? Don't let mold hitch a ride. Perform daily body checks for foreign plant matter. Mold is a big thing. And as we will learn, there's reasons for that. Okay, a few of the elements are a little jittery on their collision, but that's alright. Let's work hard. His life is in your hands. Everyone's safety depends on you. No, I can't just swipe chips. Hang on, I'm looking around. Just because, interesting place, I like to see what I can interact with. Okay, they smoke and spark, but they don't actually... Oh, they do something. They do explode. Okay. Prolonged effect. Got it. Interesting. I like that I can take down that. Like, the interaction of items here is really different. Ooh, look at that glass breaky effect. Oh, that's sick. Can't break that. Apparently, the wood paneling is, kinda weak. Sorry. There was something about the vending machines. I think there was an achievement or something, and I was trying to see if anything weird would happen if I shot them. Wait, what was that? Oh, it's just that. Okay. Alright, moving on. Back to where we were. We have things to explore. Shelter. That's important. No loitering. And talking weird, whatever you're talking about. Hold on a sec. I can't make out what they're saying. Shelter service hatch. Good, just say, don't think the shelter works. Alright. For Marshall's eyes only. Marshall, we checked out the suspected awe in Duluth. Wasn't anything just like the house fire before this, and the malfunctioning clothes dryer before that. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find a better way to sort the fake awes from the real things, or you need to rotate these field agents off for a bit. Anyway, we're en route to Sherman Ranch. Next one on the list, let's hope it's a little livelier there. Sincerely, Special Agent Keenum. Sherman Ranch. Trying to think if there's any other other of the Remedy games I've played that reference that. What is this? Energy recovery. Huh? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, there's mods. Personal mods. What have we got? Energy recovery speed. Very nice. Health recovery per element pickup. Okay, better health. So higher health or higher energy recovery, so like being able to shoot more faster. But that's a rare right now. That's probably a really good switch out. And this one, astral reload efficiency, reload speed. Oh no, energy recovery. That's not reload. That's not related to the gun. That's related to our power meter. That'll be important later. Right now, we don't really. It doesn't matter as much. You can just shut this. Look at that door movement. I love how they made this vault. Watch your step. I love the look. Like, these bunks look bare minimum for what you need. More fold-out bunks. Emergency lights? What does that say? Black rock powder deployment unit. I think that was related to something that we'll discover more about later. Okay, let's keep moving. Central Executive. I probably shouldn't.
Sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy.
Alright.
That babble's contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
I remember right, they're babbling some litany of like random words like something orange peel, blah blah blah. Okay. And yeah, it's like a contagious frequency, if that makes sense. Contagion frequency. You hear it, and it can infect you. Apparently I can't go through there. Let's look around some more. How to handle unscheduled visitors entering the lobby. Start with the following. Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control, established in 1964 as part of an effort to strengthen government relations. We are proud to serve the United States and her people as we strive for transparency and excellence in all aspects of our esteemed nation's infrastructure. If they do not leave, then ask them these questions. Are you here to see someone? Are you from New York City or just visiting? How do you find this place? If their answers are sufficiently harmless, explain that this is a secure federal office and that they'll need to leave. If their answers seem suspicious, escort them to a private room. There, perform the gunner's psychological assessment. If their responses are within the acceptable range of deviance, see the provided scoring sheet, then something immediately. Right. Who knows? There's no such thing as too suspicious. So I guess the idea would be, like, taking these guys out would be to prevent them from spreading the infection as much. But I don't think it actually makes a difference game-wise. Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but can also dictate the characteristics of an altered world event. Urban legends are understood as the modern evaluation of Jung's archetypes. We recognize certain informed by our own and popularized by our media. We have additionally proven that urban legends can even be artificially in popular culture using our Bureau-made anthology television program. Once the seeds are sown, human imagination exacerbates the details. Certain paranormal phenomena contain clear elements of popularized folklore. Oz that only occur on probably Halloween. A pair of scissors that consume human hair through 2 punctures on or human blood. Okay, sounds like. These details, living in the minds of so many, have been given strength through belief. Urban legends are not just stories for children, they are paranormal realities waiting to happen. Refer to file blah blah blah. Fish. Aha! You guys were a little more active. Hit fire! Right. Oh. Okay, I guess aiming has its merits. Also, look at that. That railing got broken. Can't go up there right now. Okay. Can't go over there. I guess we have to drop it. Great. Ranger second class philosophy. Oh, good. You seem to be a heavy. Or heavier than I'm currently dealing with otherwise. Champion unit. Got it. Let me go grab some health. Whoa, you got a bigger... you got a faster gun. Die. Give me your stuff. It didn't trample.
An enemy. Corrupt. Spreading.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it.
Now, this voice we're talking to, I will say now that I figure we're far enough in for this to be made known, is named Hedron. If I remember correctly. And yeah, if I remember right, it was Hedron, and it is another frequency-based entity, like the Hiss. The difference is the Hiss are a lot more contagious, and Hedron seems to at least be willing to help for reasons we don't know. They're the enemy of the Hiss, so it's, enemy of my enemy is my friend type of situation, I guess. Jesse was exposed to Hedron a long time ago and has connection to it. It's protecting her from the Hiss's frequency infection. Essentially, it's being a counter frequency to the Hiss. Cleanse control point. And here's the Bureau's pyramid point, it looks like, as well. Or the boards. Sorry, the boards pyramid point.
Shit. You did it. We did it.
Hello. Can you hear me? Are you with us? With the Bureau? Are you still sane?
Well, someone's not completely off the rocker, it seems.
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie? Jesse Fayden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. Where
I love
can
how
I-
everyone knows that she's the new director already. No one, she just became the new director, but everyone already knows.
Director Fayden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this
Hiss?
that works. Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah,
I found his body. And the gun. Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
the service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of. Yes. I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the hiss out.
First, we're going to look in here real quick. Emergency supply storage, notes. Control points are locations that the Bureau has identified as being vital junctions of the oldest house. They'll later be our fast travel points, as I recall. When the appropriate harmonization devices are arranged around the control point in the something arrangement, the surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. These control points are discovered by detection of an unobstructed ping using the something within a 37-foot radius. Numerous researchers have attempted to define control points, calling them nerve junctures or vulnerable spots of the oldest house. The common factor in these theories is that control points are susceptible to external influence, which allows us to stabilize the oldest house and work more confidently inside it. Theoretically, this technology could be extrapolated to stabilize the oldest house as well, but testing has found that certain parts of the building refuse to be probably stabilized. Assets. Alright, we've got hidden trends, and we've got undefined reading. Executive alerts. Loadout. We picked up something new. Energy recovery. Nah, I don't care. I'll be recycling a bunch of these before long, very likely. Alright, bye everyone, have fun with the hiss. I'm just joking, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, so we can interact with that. Alright, let's try. Nope.
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep.
At least, Hiss agent. The Hiss manifests in human hosts in numerous ways. The most common and least intense form is seen in the many corrupted agents floating throughout the Bureau. The Hiss agents have maintained their human appearance, undergoing no obvious physical transformation. The most notable distinction from an unaffected human is the fact that they levitate. These Hiss have displayed no aggressive behavior. They only seem interested in vocalizing the strange incantation of ad infinitum. Perhaps these vessels are only meant to propagate the Hiss corruption, like spores or Wi-Fi boosters, or are they cocoons preparing to enter their next stage of evolution? When attacked, Hiss agents disappear, perhaps entering a state of invisibility or undergoing a transformation into a purely resonant form. Research is ongoing. Refer to file for a full report. All right, so they don't even
Ripping
really.
it out rips them apart.
So they don't technically die in the normal sense. They
Jesse, over here.
cease to be, though.
To make a plan, Jesse.
I can't do anything with this. Apparently this is a safe zone that I cannot shoot a gun in or anything like that. Hold on. I'm looking around. We're here. That's going to be important later. Need clearance level 3. I don't even have clearance level 1 right now. Oh yeah, this room. Jukebox. This will be something for later, if I remember right. I don't think we can do anything with the jukebox at this time. It was something to access, I want to say, challenge runs? Nope. So for that. Or not challenge runs, but challenge events that were useful for certain things. Alright, there's where we came from. Oh, this wasn't here before. Another level 1 clearance. Let's see, we cleared that room, This area was blocked off before. This is important. Also, as I recall, the HRA, those weird vests that they're wearing to prevent themselves from getting infected by the Hiss, are actually based off of Hedron as well. House memory. You do not have a clearance level, yeah. Or if I get more info on those things later once I start being clearance levels. I can't remember. I have to look into it. Anything interesting on here? Stuff. Things. Director's office goes this way. It's locked off, and there are sticky notes. Right now we can go in and out this door, which is good. So yeah, kind of like a Metroidvania. As you continue on, things open up. House memory again. Alright. More resources for the resource hoard, which I will then eventually burn through in a ridiculously fast pace, very likely, to upgrade junk to do new things. Technological limitations of the oldest house. The oldest house imposes certain limitations on our bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. Blech. Mouth twisty. The oldest house does not allow devices that receive or emit any signal. Radio waves are the only transmittable signals in the oldest house, and even those are often unreadable or unreliable. Blech. If the power of collective unconscious is taken into account, it could be that certain pieces of technology are too new in the cultural unconscious, I would assume, for the oldest house to understand them, assimilate them? I don't know. Similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles for altered states. Technology may be moving at too fast a pace for something to occur. Modern technology tends to disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. Agents have been injured by cell phones exploding in their pockets while entering the oldest house. Yeah, don't bring cell phones, and you will have it explode on you very possibly, and that's bad for you and your cell phone. All right. Wait, hold on a sec. Okay, maybe it was just normal. For a second, I thought she was actually moving her head to look sideways at it, like as if she was trying to read it, like I was there, and that had me thrown off for a second as to how that was going. Federal Bureau of Control, Department of Unhuman Unhuman Affairs, something. Yeah, cool. Guessing that means that is copyrighted music. Shatter recoil efficiency. Okay, Shatter, I believe, is one of the forms of our gun that it can take. We'll get new weapons as our gun gains new forms later. Alright. Federal Bureau of Control, listen, I know you can't control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. I worked my butt off in the Islamabad station for 3 years. I've earned the right to a nice workplace. Bathroom. If you can't bring it back, at least find out where it went. D. Rodriguez. In other words, the house moved the bathroom somewhere else and he can't use it. He would like to have an accessible bathroom. An understandable concern. And yes, I know we are ignoring the one lady who wants to talk to us and all, but we will talk to her in a minute. I just want to explore and show you guys this place and see if we can find anything interesting. Well, more so than what we've already been finding. And the fact that this place is here like this at all. Plus, these extra resources will be useful. Alright. Hold on. Those are hiss we're hearing. Can't quite make out their words, though.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench. The ghost, or whatever he is. He mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
Look, I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See,
Let's just
the
sit down.
hotline should be in the communications department.
Oh yeah, I remember. I forgot how they did this. Origin of the hiss.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily. You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door. Okay.
I like how it fades them, so I know I've already done those ones.
This trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah. Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this? Got it. Thanks.
I love that. Did she memorize this? As you may have guessed, she's a little bit of a enthusiast of all this stuff. Also, some of the facial expressions in this game are a little odd.
So HRAs stop you from becoming Hiss.
It seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one, it seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
All right, that's all we can get out of that.
Thanks,
Oh,
Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
let's look around real quick. Make sure. Aha. Undefined reading. More of that. Great. Enter the communications department to find the hotline. Enter the community. Yep, okay. Emily instructs Jesse to find the hotline, the object of power, in the form of an old telephone, to understand the messages from the dead director trying to communicate with her. They hope he can provide insight into the Hiss invasion. So that's my current mission. I don't have any board countermeasures. I don't have a completed mission. Well, I guess I have the Welcome to the Old House completed mission. Jesse Fayden arrives at the oldest house, the headquarters of the Federal Bureau of Control, to look for answers to the mysteries of her childhood. Guided into the building by the janitor Ati, Jesse finds Zachariah Trench, the director of the Bureau, shot dead. She picks up the pistol next to the body and is translocated to the astral plane. The strange board encourages her to bind the gun, an object of power called the service weapon. She succeeds, and the board informs her that she is now the director. Jesse is attacked by the Hiss, a hostile force that has possessed the Bureau agents. She avoids its corruption and rescues a handful of uncorrupted agents, including Emily Pope, who briefs her on the situation. The Hiss has invaded the Bureau and its staff, taking control of anyone who wasn't wearing an HRA Hedron Resonance Amplifier, a device capable of protecting against the corruption. Oh, that's something I wanted to talk about before I close up for this episode. Well, first let's... Yeah. The only person you failed is yourself. Interesting. So Jesse mentioned the town Ordinary. That's the town she grew up in. Now, there's another Alan Wake game out there called American Nightmare. And it's a shorter game. It has Alan Wake, him fighting Mr. Scratch. Okay, so that's where I need to go. Yeah, fast travel. Once we get stuff unlocked, we'll be able to use this for fast travel all over the place. But not right now. And partway, they love to put various things in like a backwards speech thing at various points. Tactical response. I don't really like that for some reason. Astral dive suit. Kind of funky, but still kind of cool. The hair is weird though. Urban response. Yeah, we're just going to go with our civilian look for now. We'll find more of these later. Maybe we'll find one I like better, but right now, I prefer that. But, yeah. So, yeah, one of the hidden messages in American Nightmare, though, mentioned... I think it was actually in one of the old Gods of Asgard songs. Yeah, it was in I think it was in the song Balance Slays the Demon. And, yeah, it was in that. There's a reverse part. If you listen to it in reverse, it says, it'll happen again in a place called Ordinary. And, yeah, so Jesse is from the town of Ordinary, where strange things happened in her childhood. The Bureau took her brother. Didn't take her for some reason. I think she escaped them or something, but I'm not sure on I don't remember all the details. yeah, there's all sorts of weird stuff going on there. And this game is awesome. I love it. And we are going to be exploring this, and I'm going to have so much fun geeking out about it. So, yeah, that's what we got. Coming up here, unfortunately, it's getting late, and I need to call it a night. Weapon, armor, damage. Okay. Let me loadout. Let me take a look at my loadout real quick and see if there's anything here I want to change up. No. Alright. Recoil, exclusive to shatter. And damage against enemy armor. I'll keep both of those for now. For element picked up, health recovery, energy recovery speed. Energy recovery speed. No need for both of these. Let's deconstruct that one. And health recovery for element pickup. There. Alright. And as I recall, later on we'll be using a lot of these, the stuff we pick up from the hiss and various other things to create more of these or to power things up. Our weapon is good. Right now we just have grip, which is a basic pistol format, basically. Later on we'll get so many other forms that do all sorts of things. And yeah, there is a lot. There is so much. This game is awesome. I love the visuals. I love the general layout. It's so good. I love. So the characters are great. I hope you enjoy this as much as I do when we get into it. For now, I'll put a link in the description so you can find the game for yourself if you want it. I highly recommend playing this game. It's not for everyone. I've seen some reviews where it's like, the first bit, like this first bit, didn't really click for some people. Meanwhile, other people, like myself, were hooked right from the get-go. Because it probably just depends on what your preferences are. For me, I love getting in here and having this weird mystery of like, wait, what is going on? Did Audie just read my thoughts? Who are we talking to? Things like that. And I'm probably spoiling a little bit of it with how much I've talked about already, and yet not touched on nearly everything. It's so much fun. So comments below what you guys think, and I hope you will come back to watch more. Hit like, hit subscribe to keep up with new releases if you're new here and haven't done so already. And good night, everyone. Bye.